Women over 40, this might surprise you. You don't need squats to build strong, lifted glutes. In fact, for many women after 40, traditional squats can put extra pressure on the knees and lower back. Joint cushioning naturally changes with age, and squats can strain them. Research shows that hormonal shifts affect tendon elasticity and joint comfort. At the same time, many women do squats in a quad-dominant way, meaning the thighs do most of the work, not the glutes. So instead of forcing deep squats, the smarter strategy is targeted glute activation. When you train the glute muscles directly, especially the gluteus maximus and gluteus medius, you improve hip stability, pelvic balance, posture, metabolic activity, lower body strength, and you do it with less joint stress. That's why today we're skipping squats. We'll focus on 4 glute moves that activate your hips more effectively while protecting your knees and lower back. If you're over 40 and want stronger glutes without joint pain, these moves work better. Before we begin, share your age and where you're watching from in the comments. We read and reply to every single one. Now, let's get started with number 4. Exercise number 4. Standing hip drop. This is one of the most underrated glute exercises for women over 40. The standing hip drop strengthens the gluteus in a functional, weight-bearing way, exactly how your body uses it in real life. Research shows that weak glute muscles are linked to hip instability and knee pain, especially in women. Single leg stabilization exercises like this one improve pelvic control and reduce joint strain. Instead of loading your knees like squats do, this move trains hip control, protecting your knees while building strength. To perform the standing hip drop, stand sideways on a step or sturdy platform. Keep one foot fully on the step. Let the other foot hang naturally off the edge. Keep your standing leg straight, but not locked. Slowly lower the hanging foot by letting your hip drop. Lift your hip back up using the glute of the standing leg. Move slowly and with control, feeling the side of your standing hip working. Perform 12 to 15 reps per side. Do not bend your knee to create the movement. It comes from the hip. This simple exercise improves pelvic stability, walking mechanics, balance, knee alignment. For women over 40, stability matters more than intensity, and this movement builds it safely. Exercise number 3, standing hip extension with rotation. If you want better glute activation than squats, this is where things get powerful. The standing hip extension with rotation targets the gluteus and deep hip stabilizers at the same time. Research shows that combining hip extension with a gentle outward rotation activates the gluteus more effectively than simple straight back movements. After 40, many women lose hip extension strength from sitting too long and underusing the posterior chain. Weak hip extension can lead to lower back discomfort, flat or underactive glutes, poor posture, reduced metabolic activity. This move restores that strength without compressing your knees. To perform standing hip extension with rotation, stand tall and hold a wall or chair for support. Shift your weight onto one leg. Extend the other leg straight back slowly. At the top, gently rotate your toes outward. Squeeze your glute for 2 seconds. Return slowly to the starting position. Perform 12 to 15 reps per side. Do not arch your lower back. Keep your core gently engaged. The movement should come from your hip, not your spine. You should feel the back and side of your glute working. This exercise improves glute strength, hip mobility, pelvic alignment, lower back support. For women over 40, strong glutes aren't just about appearance. They're about function. This move trains your glutes the way your body actually uses them every day. Exercise number 2, side-lying hip lift. If you're skipping squats, this is the perfect place to start. The side-lying hip lift targets the gluteus medius, one of the most important muscles for women over 40. Research shows side-lying hip movements activate this muscle strongly. The gluteus medius stabilizes your pelvis when you walk, climb stairs, or stand on one leg. After 40, weak glute medius muscles are linked to knee discomfort, hip instability, lower back strain, higher risk of falls. When this muscle is strong, your entire lower body becomes more stable and your knees stay protected. To perform the side-lying hip lift, lie on your side with legs stacked. Bend your bottom leg slightly for balance. Keep your top leg straight. Press through your lower forearm and lift your hips slowly. Tighten the side glute as you rise. Hold for 2 to 3 seconds. Lower with control. Repeat 12 to 15 times per side. Move slowly. No swinging. No momentum. You should feel the side of your hip working, not your lower back. This simple move strengthens the muscle most women neglect. Strong side glutes are the foundation for better balance, stronger legs, and healthier aging. Exercise number 1, standing hip extension. This is the most direct glute strengthening move on this list. The standing hip extension isolates the gluteus, the largest muscle in your body, and one of the most important for women over 40. Research shows that glute strength declines with age and inactivity. Weak glutes are linked to lower back discomfort, slower walking speed, reduced metabolic efficiency. And here's something important. The glutes are one of your body's biggest calorie-burning muscles. When they're weak, daily calorie burn drops, which is one reason squats aren't always the answer, especially if your knees hurt. This move activates the glutes directly without compressing the knees. To perform standing hip extension, stand tall and hold a chair, wall, or countertop for balance. Keep your feet hip-width apart. Shift your weight onto one leg. Slowly extend the other leg straight back. Keep your knees straight, but relaxed. Squeeze your glute at the top for 2 to 3 seconds. Lower slowly with control. Perform 12 to 15 reps per side. Do not arch your lower back. Keep your core gently engaged. The movement comes from your hip, not your spine. You should feel the back and side of your glute working. This exercise improves glute strength, hip mobility, pelvic alignment, lower back support. For women over 40, strong glutes are about function, not just appearance. This move trains them the way your body actually uses them. Hormonal changes, especially lower estrogen, affect muscle recovery, joint lubrication, and tendon resilience. Midlife women may experience increased knee sensitivity, reduced shock absorption. That's why traditional squats can sometimes irritate the knees, strain the lower back, overload the quads instead of activating the glutes. Comment below which exercise you'll try first. We love hearing your experiences. Like this video if you found it helpful. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next simple, practical tips for women over 40. Thanks for watching. Let's keep building these small, powerful habits together.